So let's get the action underway then, sports fans and Sky Sports fans. 12 rounds of boxing for the British Featherweight Championship.
Okay guys, you've had your instructions in the dressing room. Remember, obey my commands at all time and defend yourselves at all time. God bless, let's do it. Touch them.
Well, there's been some real buzz north of the border about this one. Chat in the pubs, gossip in the taxis, an East versus West Scottish derby. Good champion and a talented challenger. It's youth against experience, quick firepower and knowledge, with a venerable old belt on the line, the British Featherweight crown. An old-fashioned 50-50 type fight, Glenn. Terrific.
Yeah, it's a tremendous matchup. Should be an excellent fight. You've got the experience from Simpson, you know, who's tough, who's rugged, who really make a fight. And you've got this young, almost like a choir boy looking youngster, Appleby, who really can be flashy, who looks a tremendous prospect.
Some believe it's 2 or 3 fights too soon for Appleby, but he wanted it. He said go for it now. Is it confidence or is it being slightly naive? Because Simpson is underrated. He's tough. Good right hand from Simpson early. Appleby's plan, Glenn, was to box and move in the first 3 or 4. Try and find the angles.
Yeah, I think that's the plan. That's what he needs to do. He needs to build up a few points, get that jab working. But, you know, Appleby, he likes a tear-up as well, and I don't think we'll be able to keep him out of that for very long.
Simpson has fought in the higher class against the better caliber opponents. When he first fought for a British title against Dazza Williams, he was only 21. We felt he was robbed that night down in Hereford, but he's learnt from it. He's taken his lumps and bumps, and he stands as the champion. Good right hand from Appleby. The edge in power with the challenger. Right back from Simpson. And this is starting very nicely indeed.
Yeah, that wide arcing right just shook Simpson. Just temporarily, but he came fighting back. He's strong.
He's worked on his own power, Simpson, having stopped Ryan Barrett and Andy Morris in excellent fashion. So confident and cocky, Paul Appleby. Really believes this is his belt in waiting.
Yeah, he's the young man that believes in himself. You know, he spent time in LA in Freddie Roach's gym, sparring with the likes of Manny Pacquiao. And if you survive that, and you come out with confidence, you know, you believe in yourself.
Yep, he's dealing with Israel Vasquez, Ray Bautista, and Alex Arthur as well. But that's sparring. It's different when you get in there on fight night and have to do it for real. Interesting opener.
The heads are taking the same shot back.
Welcome back, tingling atmosphere here in the Kelvin Hall. Real trade fight this, and a good one for Scotland. Who got the better of the beginning? I don't know.
Well, it was pretty even. There's a good shot from Paul Appleby, but Simpson was landing with some nice jabs. You know, they both kept away from each other. Pretty even round to start.
John Simpson from Greenock, a shipping town about 20 miles from here. He's got plenty of fans. And Paul Appleby has got about 200 who've made the journey over from South Queensferry, just past Edinburgh, west and east. 23rd outing for Simpson, only the 12th for Paul Appleby. Good combination from John Simpson. Just doesn't believe Appleby has got anywhere near his level.
So far, he looks mature, doesn't he, Simpson? And solid behind that jab. Appleby's got to stop that jab and work his own. He's got the height, he's got the reach.
He's negating those advantages at the moment, Simpson. Trying to hold the middle of the ring. Appleby will need to let punches go in bunches, in bursts. But he's probably also in the back of his mind, Glenn, thinking about pace, never having gone beyond 8.
Yeah, but I think, you know, if you've done your work, he's just got to think about the fight. I remember my first 12-rounder, if you've worked hard, you just got to forget about it.
He's had a 12-week training camp, Paul Appleby. Mainly sparring with Barry Morrison, who's here tonight. Good body shot from Simpson. Billy Nelson in his corner. A round of applause. Not special at any one thing, John Simpson, but he's so good all round, and he's matured into a very compact and competent force.
Well, he started better in this round, getting his shots off. Appleby a little wilder, missing with punches. He just needs to settle. He looks a little bit nervous.
Yeah, that's understandable. It's a big ask for Appleby. There's the body shots from Simpson. Appleby not quite in a rhythm.
No, he's still reaching with punches, missing with a few of them. It's Simpson who's the more compact, who's getting that jab working.
Just bouncing on his feet as well. John Simpson holding the territory. Trying the jab, Appleby, and the uppercut. Just getting a bit frustrated there, Paul Appleby. Might need to keep a cool head. Right from Simpson, definitely the champion's round.
Yeah.
Well, he's lost 5 times in 22 fights, John Simpson, but it just seems he's getting better with each performance. Good second from him.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with losing as long as you can learn from your defeats, and that's what John Simpson's done. There's the nice overhand right. He missed with the left hook, but he's starting to connect with punches.
He lost his second fight to Lee Holmes in Wales, to Dazzo Williams, but that was close. To Andy Morris, to Stephen Foster Jr. and to Derry Matthews in another controversial one. He's never been beaten easily, John Simpson. Paul Appleby says, this will be easy and I'll stop him.
He's come out to do a little bit more work. Appleby, he needed to. He's just struggling to get his jab on and needs to get a little bit closer.
Accuracy from Simpson with the right hand. Just in his last outing against Ferenc Jarbo, Appleby elected to trade and got involved. Might be wary about doing that again. Obviously likes a brawl as well as showcasing his skills.
But we're expecting him to be a lot sharper on this occasion. He's fighting for his first major title. Concentration will be really on point. It wasn't against Zarba, who was just a journeyman. This is a much bigger step.
But Glenn, as you pointed out when we looked at the records beforehand, almost everyone has been a journeyman at Appleby's fought.
Yeah, he's had 11 fights, 11 wins, all learning fights. This is his first big challenge.
He's getting in close, Appleby.
Well, he sees that he's losing the test of the jabs. He knows he's got to force the fight a little bit, Appleby. Try and just rough Simpson out of it a bit. Simpson just keeping his shape better and with a better style so far.
Always had a pretty good chin. John Simpson was floored briefly by the tricky Youssef Al-Hamidi last time out in December. He's been solid and stubborn. She's got that style that he's difficult to catch that cleanly.
just took Simpson out of his rhythm a little bit in this round. Appleby just by upping the pace.
Yep, a bit more from Appleby with the jab. And the body shot there. This is better from the man from South Queensferry.
Simpson fires back with good body shots, but Appleby's trying to land with that left hook.
Yep, bursts of tasty action for the fans that have come to support the pair.
We have another intriguing title fight next week as Portsmouth's favourite boxing son Tony Oakey, the British light heavyweight champion, faces the Commonwealth title holder Dean Francis. Both belts at stake on Friday fight night next week from 9:30 here on Sky Sports 2.
Yep, Tony should be a good one down on the south coast here in Glasgow. Paul Appleby's made the journey over and he intends to rip this British featherweight crown from the waist of John Simpson. Simpson in the third defence of his title that he took from Andy Morris. And if he retains it, he gets the Lonsdale belt to keep. And plenty of people think he deserves that, but Appleby wants it. And there's been a slight improvement in his work.
Yeah, we just upped the tempo a little bit, showing that he wants it. You know, he's very, very hungry, Appleby. And he's got to try and get Simpson out of his stride, who just started boxing quite well in the second round.
Good body shot from Appleby, who only turned pro in January 2006. And last year was working on a building site. Now a full-time pro, dedicated, and his promoter Tommy Gilmore says with a glint in his eye and his confidence, he could become a real little gem for Scottish boxing. Good work from Simpson. Might just outman him tonight, mightn't he, Simpson?
Yeah, the experience could be telling, couldn't it? At the moment, you know, the technique of Simpson's good. He's every time Appleby throws a jab, Simpson comes back with a quick right hand and finds Appleby open. Appleby needs to double up on the jab.
It's a touch haphazard at the moment from Appleby. Just keeping his composure, Simpson. Waiting for things to happen. Sensible. He's been at 12 rounds 4 times already.
Better punches from Appleby in that exchange. Just rocking the head back of Simpson, who's just forgetting to use his jab, needs to get more accurate with that punch.
Yeah, that jab that was working well in the first couple of rounds. Just less of it here. Concentration etched on the face of Appleby.
Well, I think Simpson would like to box at his own pace, and Appleby's not allowing him to do that. He's rushing him, and Appleby's thinking about defence and not getting his shots off.
Yeah, that's a good point, Glenn. I think he is just trying to smother Simpson. Try and work the angles, let his punches flow.
Yeah, again, it's Simpson who's been defensive, Appleby on the attack.
And more work from Appleby, not much more. These rounds are close, but it might have been his session. Well, this is tantalisingly tight. Nearly more thrown from Appleby, with only 2 in it on punches landed. Third of the way through. Everything to fight for. This will come into a battle of wills and ambition and stamina and all that. And the question mark still hanging over the head of Paul Appleby. And the gold trunks and the white of John Simpson, who's been there and done it. And this is Appleby's stage to perform. And what you've seen so far, is he capable enough of taking the title home? Good right hand.
Well, he looks fired up, doesn't he? You know, he looks as if passion will drive him to it, you know, but Simpson's a quality performer, you know, and he's got an old head. He's only 24, you know, so it's on young shoulders. But it's all there to fight for at the moment. Appleby just doing a little bit more work for me.
He's been more active as well, Paul Appleby. Simpson hasn't fought for 6 months. Good right hand there from Appleby, who's already proving he can compete at British level. Big leap up. And at the moment, he's taking full advantage of it. Victor Lachlan making it an all-Scottish affair in that. The excellent man in charge, just splitting them up. Right hand just on the inside there, and down goes Simpson in the 5th round, and he's getting a count for it. It was a bit messy, but down he goes, and that will give Paul Appleby something to work on and strive for, and Simpson will be furious about it.
Yeah, he just seemed to lose his feet a bit when a punch landed from Appleby, and he is furious about that. He wasn't hurt, but a punch did land. That will have just lifted the confidence of Appleby, though.
Yeah, dancing around now, Paul Appleby, throwing in the left hook. Knows he can befuddle Simpson, who looks at his corner again. And after a very decent start, John Simpson suddenly finds out he's in a real fight.
Yeah, we walked onto a big left hook then as well. Simpson in his eagerness to get at Appleby.
The jab has just disappeared. Again, he glances at Danny Lee and Billy Nelson. A bit too static at the moment, Simpson.
Yeah, he needs to relax. You just move the shoulders a little bit and start getting the punches off.
Appleby just annoyed about a possible low blow there. He's got to get on with it. But the ability, many think the brightest prospect anywhere in Britain. Time to deliver, as if he can pull this off, it will be some win. Great round for Paul Appleby.
Right, now push this, man. Push this guy back, okay?
Hey, nice and relaxed, okay?
Okay. I want you to push him back, okay?
Yeah, that's all right. He's starting to hold on now. Don't let him hold on, okay? You work in there.
Twice you let him come off you and come out.
Well, they're annoyed with John Simpson, telling him to relax. Something has gone wrong.
Well, lost his footing a little bit there, but he was caught on the side of the head. The knockdown was called. There's a nice little short right in there, and then the left hook. And he was a little bit upset at that, Simpson, but the hands were down. He allowed himself to be caught with a hook.
It was fairly innocuous, but in a close fight, some of these rounds are tight. That could make, well, a big difference. Good to watch this, isn't it? Nicely balanced, intriguing. John Simpson with a better start. Paul Appleby coming into it now. Middle round's crucial. And there's certainly a real bit of devil about Appleby now. And Simpson needs to get back into this fight.
Well, you know for a fact, if you're in Freddie Roach's gym with Manny Pacquiao and you've got to have a bit of fire, because you're not going to survive there. And that's the sort of spirit that he's showing in this ring.
Michael Hunter, the former top-level super bantamweight, has sparred with both of these two, Glenn, and he predicted that Appleby will walk through Simpson at some stage.
Well, other people have tried. He's always been in good fights, John Simpson. And he's the champion, and he'll want to hang on to that belt. These are two proud youngsters.
Yeah, he's been unlucky, John Simpson. He's been on the verge of walking away a couple of times, but he's stuck with it, and you can bet he will keep trying.
There's a bit of Scottish pride in there as well. East versus West.
Alex Arthur and Willie Lemon probably the one most recently. Jim Watt and Ken Buchanan, of course, all those years ago. And it gets Scottish sport excited, a fight like this.
Well, it certainly does, especially when you got two fiery youngsters in there that want to give their all, want to get their hands on the British title belt, which means so much.
Might just be preserving his stamina a touch, Appleby. One or two of these rounds. He won't know what it's like to go down the stretch.
What he has done, Adam, is he started to nullify the good work from John Simpson, which he was having in the early part of this fight.
Yes, he certainly upset Simpson. Keeps looking down at his corner, as if to say, you know, I have this under control, but I've let him in. What do I do?
Yep, so far it's Simpson that's showing the inexperience by looking at the corner. It's Appleby boxing beautifully there with that nice combination.
Simpson comes back, but again a bit too late in the round. Good movement from Appleby, just popping in nice shots, showing some maturity as well in this session. Appleby boxing so well as a former Scottish international amateur, and alongside him a youngster who we'll be seeing later on Friday Fight Night, Ryan Brawley, very talented, unbeaten, and in against the former British Featherweight champion Jamie McKeever, who's never in a dull one. Jamie Cole, 6-time Scottish ABA champion, up against Andy Butlin. He too is very exciting. It's a real night for the Scots here, but at the moment not one for John Simpson.
No, he did land that lovely right hand towards the end of the round. That showed the weaknesses in defense that we sometimes see from Appleby. He needs to keep this tight. Can't allow the champion to land right hands like that.
Appleby up on the computer, and just looking around us at ringside, most feel that Paul Appleby is in a fairly handy lead already. But second half, this is the key.
Yeah, just pulling ahead on my card, Paul Appleby. Just showing a little more fire and determination. It's time now for Simpson to try and up the pace. He's got to show that he really wants this belt.
He's worked so hard for it, John Simpson. He will not want to let it slip. But is it that Paul Appleby is just a better boxer? He's growing to the stage, to the occasion.
Yep, he's starting to dominate from the centre of the ring. But Simpson may feel that the later rounds are when he needs to really put his foot to the pedal.
Can't keep letting them slip away. 3 judges at ringside, of course, now in British title fights. Phil Edwards, Marcus McDonald and Terry O'Connor just in front of us. So we don't know how they're seeing things. But the general feeling is that Appleby is now in charge.
Yeah, he's just that bit busy. I think he's getting the rounds by sheer want, by sheer will. But Simpson still looks dangerous with those right hands coming over the top.
Appleby just glances down at ringside. Must be pleased already with what he's done, but the job is far from over.
Well, Simpson's starting to pick it up. He's had his success in this round so far. Appleby just missing a bit more.
Yep, this is the round that he got his best win in the third fight with Andy Morris. Took him apart on that occasion. Simpson now trying to back Appleby up and exploit his inexperience.
Yep, he's landed some good body shots in this round, Simpson. Still looking strong, plenty of fight in him.
Appleby still closing the distance. Physically at the weigh-in, Appleby said he was stronger, but a good body shot from John Simpson. And another one.
Yeah, he's found the weakness there a little bit.
Is he going to exploit a chink? Simpson's round.
Come on. You're letting Simpson back in. What's a lovely shot?
John Simpson over double the body shots landed. And that is a very important punch at this stage, Glenn.
Yep, he kept a cool head in that round. Simpson upped his work rate, elected to go to the body, and you know, he hurt Paul Appleby in that round. And Simpson felt that, landed a couple of good ones.
You let him push around that ring there the last half minute. You've got to stay in the centre of that ring. Every time you go.
There's the body shot. You see the legs? Just come up a little bit. Just lifted his knee up. And then landed another good one straight after that. Just missing with a few more shots in that round, Appleby.
5 rounds left. British 9-stone belt on the line. We had a new Commonwealth Featherweight champion a few weeks ago in Paul Truscott. The youngsters are coming through. Good time for the featherweights. Martin Lindsay as well from Belfast. He's in the British top 10. Can Paul Appleby take the Lonsdale belt? Good work from Simpson, who's just swung it back in his favour.
Yeah, he's just got a little bit more control in this fight at this point. May feel that it's time for him to start working from the halfway point down the home stretch. Use his strength, use his experience.
Yeah, this is the 152nd round for John Simpson. Only the 52nd for Paul Appleby. Is he starting to tire the youngster from South Queensferry?
Well, he's getting involved in the fight more and more, Appleby. I'm not sure that totally suits him. I think he could do with using the jab, using his reach.
There's a marked difference on the face of Tommy Gilmore, Appleby's promoter. Knows that his charge needs a couple of big rounds now.
Yeah, he's pushing forward, Appleby, but he's not getting the punches off. He needs to get back to his jab.
Yeah, now he's been unsettled by Simpson's work. Scrappy at times, but they're so intent on this fight. Good body shot again from Simpson. Add that to the computer.
Yes, it's totally gripping, isn't it? Good action.
For a man as seasoned as John Simpson, why does he keep looking in his corner?
Yeah, I'm not sure what he's looking for, what sort of advice. He just needs to go to work. He knows what to do. Another good right hand over the top. Simpson's landed with that several times. Appleby leaving himself open.
Close session again.
Yeah, Simpson just doing more work, looking stronger. Appleby just starting to panic, you know, letting his inexperience show just by falling in.
It's becoming tough, it's becoming grueling, and does that favour John Simpson?
Okay, have a head off the fucking jab. Last one, son. Don't fall in on the shot.
Unbeaten in 11, inexperienced, and he's never been past 8 rounds. So here comes the test.
Because he's tying you up. Let's give him time to breathe.
There's a jab landing, but he paid for it, didn't he, with the right hand and the left hook from John Simpson. Just getting scrappy, coming in with his head down. The body shot landed again from Simpson.
Don't fall in with the shoulders.
Get your shots off. Get yourself at
No, you're hurting him.
leverage.
You're hurting him this round. Okay? That was a good round for you.
Stevie Maguire Sr., who's been training Paul Appleby in Glenrothes in Fife. So hard for this challenge. Victor Lachlan just, I think, wanted to clean things up. It was getting a bit messy.
Yeah, getting a bit scrappy, the falling in and not working. And I think, you know, we don't want this contest to be spoiled. We want to keep good action.
The taller, confident Paul Appleby with a nice right hand over the top. Still looks plenty in the legs at the moment. Simpson, well, he's edging forward. How much is he doing?
Well, we need Simpson really to change tactics a little bit. He needs to start using the ring. Simpson, we know what he's going to do. He's going to come forward, trying to use his jab and bring the right hand in. But Appleby needs to change it up, show something different.
Lovely right, though, from Appleby, who's finding the gaps in the Simpson defence. Good jab. Good spell this for Paul Appleby. Nice left hand. And that's why you've been raving about him.
Yes, he's very determined. He's very gritty. You know, we've seen that. You know, a young man in a hurry.
In a big hurry. Tommy Gilmore wasn't sure whether he should take this fight. When I asked him earlier, he wasn't sure who'd win. Paul Appleby was absolutely positive.
Well, this is better. This is what I like about Appleby. Just changing things up, starting to use the ring a little bit, give himself a bit of space.
Trying to talk to Simpson in there and get his uppercuts going. Just not a face of total confidence, John Simpson.
But he did land with a good right hand there. That's been the punch for Simpson. Left hook was good on that occasion. They both landed. I think Appleby was hurt more.
It's got to be close. Tit for tat. Bit of tape loose on the left glove of John Simpson.
And whoever wins this is certainly going to have earned it.
Again, a word from Victor Lachlan. They're trying so hard, aren't they? They both want this so much for themselves and for their fans in Greenock and South Queensferry.
Most definitely. Big left rights from Appleby. It's a clash of wills in there, isn't it?
And that's what it might come down to. I think Appleby sees the initiative back here, Glenn.
Yeah, I think he has. You know, he's just getting a second win. He looks a bit stronger, starting to push forward, letting that right hand go himself.
Coming on well.
Stay give him the last 2 rounds. Hold that for
Well, some great champions down the years. Peerless Jim Driscoll, one of Britain's best ever fighters, held this. Ted Kid Lewis fought in every division from flyweight to heavyweight. Nell Tarleton, long reign over a 16-year period. Howard Winston, wonderful fighter he was. From Wales, Pat Cowdell, from England, one of the best British fighters of his age. Barry McGuigan, one of the most popular ever. And Paul Ingle, the Yorkshire Hunter, went on to win World Honours too. Currently the property of John Simpson, but is it being chipped away by this terrific challenge from Paul Appleby in the gold trunks? Another 9 minutes. You've got him 3 up, and most here, I think, would sort of agree with you. Not sure about the margins, but Appleby's surely in front.
Yeah, I think so. I think he's just doing that bit more, but Simpson's always there looking to come back with something, as he did with that right hand, and that's been the danger punch to Appleby.
Schooled on fighters like Ben Odamati, Paul Appleby and Riaz Durgahead. They're not John Simpson. He's stepped up a couple of levels tonight, and he's more than handling himself in the heat of battle.
Yeah, let's face it, this is a big, big jump in class for the youngster. It really is a calculated gamble, but so far he's answering that gamble.
And in the 10th round, he is the one coming on strong.
Yep, he certainly is. He's worked hard. You know, he's made the 100-odd mile journey down to Newcastle to spar in my gym with some of the kids there. So I know he's really tried. He really wants to win this.
Simpson's gone flat, and he needs to find another gear quickly. He's been outworked, and he's been outboxed.
Well, remember, this is still a danger time for Appleby. It's unknown territory.
But he doesn't look like he's fading, Glenn.
No, he looks so strong-minded, doesn't he? Although that was a good right hand. Knocked the gum shield out.
Gum shield out. And Paul Appleby's trainer, Stevie Maguire, just came to have a look at your scorecard, Glenn.
Well, Appleby salutes the fans. He's confident, even though he just lost that gum shield with a cracking right hand.
I think that's vital sign language there. I think he might have been worried about the latter rounds, Paul Appleby. But he's moving well, and he's boxing sweetly.
As long as he doesn't leave his chin up in the air, Simpson's a good fighter, rugged fighter, strong. He'll battle to the end.
Only 6 knockouts on the Simpson slate, but 2 or 3 good ones have come more recently. Good body shot from Simpson, whose fans around us at ringside are looking nervous and agitated.
Simpson, strong as ever, still keeps trying to force forward, still tries to get the punches off.
And tries the old trick of catching the judge's eyes in the last 30 seconds, minute of a round. Keep working, says Billy Nelson to John Simpson. Appleby is absolutely flying.
Sky's got you in.
Aye, but more than even judges.
Sky's got you in.
Take a breath, take a breath, take a breath.
We're not bad when you come near enough to verdicts. Come on,
You need to push him back.
Push him back.
Stop doubling the jab. You're throwing a single jab and falling out. No, this is all right. He won his big time.
Just win these 2 rounds and the fight's yours. Okay, but you win them well. Okay. Win them well, John Simpson.
His head's down, Simpson. Different feelings in the different corners.
Yep, he looks a lot more buoyant, Appleby, but Simpson's still landing with right hands, and Appleby cannot allow himself to get hit with that. Still defensive weaknesses.
Only 1% in the success on the computer. Punches thrown and landed in Appleby's favour. Now they work on the tape to the left glove of John Simpson, who for me, Glenn, has not looked entirely comfortable since the opening couple of rounds.
No, he hasn't. You know, he's had a bad habit of looking to the corner, you know, as if what's going on. You know, maybe he didn't expect the strength of Appleby. Maybe he thought he'd just, you know, fall apart pretty early, and that hasn't happened.
You've got it by 4. I've got Appleby by 3. Some at ringside have got it closer. Appleby still, throwing the punches out, pumping out his arms. As if he knows he's got to do it all the way through. He is, of course, in Glasgow too. Good body shot from Simpson.
Yeah, he's landed a few in this round. Simpson, solid let-hooks.
Yeah, better work from the man from Greenock, who's not old at 24. He's still got youth himself, and he wants this 18th win.
Just looking more tired, isn't he, in this round, Paul Appleby. Can't stop feeling sorry for himself. Needs to keep strong and keep working.
They've got to be tired. And also, Glenn, it's very hot in here tonight.
Oh, it's very hot. Atmosphere's electric in here.
And they've worked from the first bell right the way through this pair. So much commitment for this Lonsdale bout. We've had a great season of British title fights, haven't we?
Yeah, we certainly have. You know, it means so much to a fighter. Still so proud of winning the Lonsdale belt myself, you know. That means so much to be a British champion.
Just not putting his punches together, Simpson. A bit slower.
But Appleby's been ragged, his work in this round. Simpson, some solid body shots.
Maybe Simpson's pinched this one, but 3 or 4 of these rounds have been very, very close to call. And this is another one.
Simpson's been better in this round. Solid work. Appleby's missed with a lot.
Here we go for the last one.
He won the British title.
Okay.
Okay.
It's up to you. Keep them straight. Keep them straight. Straight left, straight right.
Double straight. Double your left, man.
Come on, I'm buzzing into this 3 minutes.
Right, Paul. Here.
Here, here. Here.
Relax, relax.
As soon as the bell goes, put his hands up, okay?
Well, he's up on the computer, Paul Appleby. He's up on our cards. Ours do not matter. The 3 judges at ringside, unless something really dramatic happens in the 12th and final round. Will do. Appleby. Arms aloft. Simpson arms aloft. Mutual respect. The Appleby fans up there in the Gods Glen, they believe, they think that there's going to be a new champion crowned tonight.
Yeah, they're making plenty noise to that effect. But still 3 minutes to go to decide the champion. John Simpson does not want to let this belt go. Paul Appleby, desperate to be a champion.
There's people around us at ringside who are throwing punches for them. They're so into this fight. Will the west of Scotland be celebrating? Or is it the turn of the east?
They want Appleby to throw straight punches, nice and clean. Just to make certain with this last round.
Paul Appleby will be one of the youngest Scotsmen ever to win a British title. Remember, he's just 20 if he could do it. Walter McGowan was 20 years and 7 months. Vernon Solis in 1975, 20 years and 8 months. There's not been many younger than Appleby. He's answered so many questions, however the judges have it.
Yep, the landing punch for punch in this final round. both want the upper hand in there to finish this contest.
But he's not faded down the stretch, Appleby. Simpson's dug in, showed a warrior's heart, trying to retain his title. I'm sure in a minute's time they'll both celebrate.
Yeah, he's been a solid champion, John Simpson, but has he just let it slip here?
I think he's been outboxed at times when he's let Appleby into it, Glenn. And I think the knockdown was important for the confidence of Appleby. And he's come on down the stretch, hasn't tired, still working at a good pace.
Yeah, for me, if you look at the two, it's Appleby who looks as if he wants it more. And I think that has been the decider in a couple of these rounds.
Moving towards the last 10 seconds. It's been enthralling to watch. It's not been pretty and clean at all times, but it's been ferociously fought between two proud Scottish bravehearts who both feel they've got it. Paul Appleby, well, for us, he will be the new British Featherweight champion. A marvellous display. John Simpson gave it his all. But Glenn, is the title heading east?
Well, for me it is, by a couple of points. He tried to get himself back in at Simpson, but I just think Appleby wanted it more, did more work, and I think he's got it.
The computer favours Paul Appleby. People at ringside here are saying 1-2 rounds to Appleby. That's the general sense, that the youngster has come of age.
Yeah, it was a pretty even first round, both trying to get shots off. Second round, Simpson started to find his composure, started to let his punches go behind the jab. But Appleby fired up, comes storming back in the middle stages, and just looked like he wanted it more, getting a knockdown in round 6. Simpson fired back with good body shots. The left hook started to land. But Appleby, fiery youngster, letting the punches go. Simpson again, like a champion, started to let that right hand go, and it landed time and time again, and finished the fight, keeping it together.
Tremendous commitment from the pair. Who is going to go home as champion? Glenn's got Appleby by 2. Let's find out.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Referee Victor Longman has insisted you show your appreciation for a brilliant British title, ladies and gentlemen. And so, the judges' scorecard reads: Judge Philip Woods, 114-115. Judge Marcus McDonald, 114-115. Judge Terry O'Connor, 113-115. All 3 judges are in favour of... And the new British Featherweight champion from South Queensferry, Scotland, Paul Appleby.
Delirious celebration. At 20 years of age, Paul Appleby comes of age, and in only his 12th fight, he's the new British Featherweight champion. Absolutely fabulous for him tonight.
Yep, he looked good potential, and I think this is the springboard. He'll move on for then.
Paul Appleby comes of age and becomes Scotland's youngest ever British champion. We'll talk to the man